Redmon!
The Little Match Girl.
It was a cold, wintry night. The snow was falling. Everyone was preparing for Christmas, and there was music coming out of the houses. But a little girl was walking the streets alone, trying to sell matches. She had no coat and no shoes, and she was very, very sad. But she had to sell matches.
Matches for sale! Please take a match!
None of the busy people on the street showed her any interest.
My goodness, it's cold.
The cold wind kept blowing, and her hands started to freeze, and the wind made her cheeks red. White snowflakes fell on her head. She was so cold and hungry, but she could not return home because she could not tell her father that she didn't sell any matches. She tried to warm her hands with her breath.
Please buy a match! Matches for sale!
However, nobody bought one. Rounding a corner, she saw a large window of a big house. Inside, people were eating great food and enjoying themselves. The girl looked inside, feeling envious. Just then, her legs gave way. She crouched under the fence where she could smell the delicious food. She started to cry. Then she struck a match against the wall. It burned as bright as a candle, and it warmed her frozen hands.
Hey, it's warm.
She stopped crying and stared at the light. In the glow, she saw herself sitting next to a fireplace. She felt happy. But the match quickly burned out, and the fireplace disappeared.
Where'd it go?
She took out another match. Again, she struck it against the wall. The flame was brighter than before. When she peered in, she saw a cozy room and a table with a white cloth. There were silver plates on it. She saw herself wearing a pink dress and happily eating food at the table. There was a smile on her face. But again, the match didn't last long. When the light went out, she saw she was surrounded by a dark and cold fence. She quickly lit another match. This time, she saw a gorgeous Christmas tree. It was bigger and grander than the one inside the mansion she saw earlier. There were many presents under the tree. She wanted to touch it, but the fire had already gone out.
Oh no, it went out again.
Just then, a shooting star fell from the sky.
It's a shooting star!
She remembered what her grandmother had said.
A shooting star falls because there is a soul that wants to be with God.
Her grandmother loved her very much, and she loved her grandmother.
Grandma.
The little girl lit another match because she missed her grandmother. And her grandmother appeared.
Grandma! I want to stay with you. Are you going to go away? Like the warm fireplace, the delicious food, and the pretty Christmas tree? Please take me with you.
The girl was so afraid her grandmother was going to leave her. So she lit the rest of her matches.
My dear, come here.
Grandma! Grandma!
The matches burned bright and made a big glow. Her grandmother looked at her and smiled. She took the girl in her arms and rose to the sky. The girl was so happy she didn't know what to do. Where they were, she didn't feel cold or hungry. The next day, the girl crouched in the corner, laid against the wall, and did not move. Her body had turned cold, but there was a smile on her face. People felt sorry for her. But she lived very happily with her grandmother in heaven.
Click here to subscribe. Press like.